Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. I am smoking what turned out to be a WDC Wellington. Which is a great smoking pipe. I've been smoking it for the last 4 hours. I've been smoking this pipe. Today has turned out to be an incredible day. If you saw my last video. So I've been out here putting together this tool that Piper Dave sent me. Got the chainsaw part put together. I got the blade put together for the weed whacking. I put the saw blade on that one, because I think that's the blade I'm going to use the most out there on the hill right off the bat. It came with, I thought it just came with a saw blade. It comes with a saw blade. It comes with a 3-tined hacking blade. I don't know what they call it actually, but it's got like a tri-blade for it, and a string weed whacker as well. So it's a 5-tool multi-tool, as well as the hedger and the chainsaw. This thing is amazing. So I've been watching videos, which is what I do. Anytime I get something new, I go on YouTube and watch videos about it to figure out how to use it, how to put it together, how to, most of it was pretty easy to put together. The chainsaw was, I didn't even need to read the directions to put that together. It was so easy. And, but I did. After I put it together, I went and read the directions to make sure I did it right. And the blade that I put on was easy to do, no directions. I did have to read the directions for that actually, because there were several different fittings for the different tools. So I had to see which tools I needed, which fittings I needed for which blades. So I did read the directions for that. And I always read the directions after I try and do it without the directions. It's kind of backwards, but I get so excited about it, I just try doing it and then go read the directions to see if I did it right. I'm a man, we don't read directions. Come on. We put it together and then we either try it or we read the directions to make sure we don't blow anything up after we get a new tool. So this thing is freaking awesome though. Dave, thanks again, man. So I gotta read, I do need to read the directions on which fuels to use if I need to use, if it could just use straight gas, and then if I have a place to put oil separately in it, or if I need to add oil to the gas, like a 2-stroke engine. But I think it's a 4-stroke, so there should be I haven't even looked at the actual motor part of it yet. I've been just putting the tool parts together. And then I got to try and figure out the harness for it, because that's always my worst part of anything I get. Anything that has a harness to wear, that's like the SATs for me. That's when the swearing starts, with the harness. I should videotape that. I should videotape me trying to put the harness on. That should be quite the scene. But I wouldn't be able to put it on because I'd have to bleep out everything in it. So. Maybe worth doing. But anyway, this is a WDC Wellington pipe, the William Demuth Company. I was stoked to find this was in the box. This was the one that I said I thought was a Wellington. After I cleaned it up, cleaned it off, I noticed the WDC triangle, William Demuth Company. I have several WDC pipes, and these are just fine smoking pipes. I was in the middle of the video for this pipe when the mailman came. I never got around to finishing that pipe, or that video. So I went and looked these pipes up, and they're going from anywhere from $45 to $195. So this was a nice little score. Most of them are going in the range from $145 to $195 in that area. So this was a nice little pipe to find in that box, in that tub. And it's one of my favorite shapes. It's got a faux P-lip on it, where the hole is actually in the end of it and not at the top, like on a P-lip. The P-lip, the hole would be up here, and on this one the hole is at the end, like a regular pipe, but it's the shape of a P-lip. It hangs like a P-lip. I have no problem with the hole being at the end or at the top. It doesn't matter to me. I just like the way it hangs in the shape of the stem, the way it locks into my teeth. These pipes, that shape of stem, you don't need to even bite down on these stems. They just literally lock into your teeth, because the way the stem is, it locks in my teeth. Every single one I have like this just locks into my teeth, and I don't have to bite down. My jaw is completely loose, and I love these. I just love these pipes. They're just amazing. This is a great smoking pipe. It just has a wonderful draw. It's a little restricted, just a little bit restricted for my taste. I like a wide open draw, but this one has a nice draw, even though it's slightly restricted. It still has a good draw to it. But it's and it may be the way I packed this pipe. That could be it too. Because earlier it wasn't as restricted to me. Smoking pirate cake, which I have fallen back in love with. It's been a long time since I've smoked pirate cake. In the last 2 weeks, I brought that out of my cellar and have just fallen back in love with that. I need to get more pirate cake. I'm just down to the two blocks in that jar, and I want to go deep on pirate cake, because that is something that I know I'm going to start smoking that a lot, and that's a tobacco that I have certain tobaccos I go deep on. Black Irish Twist, Brown Irish Twist, Brown Flake Aromatic, all from Gaworth and Hogarth. Those tobaccos, those three in particular, are tobaccos that I like to cellar deep and have those, pounds of those in the cellar. I think pirate cake may be one that I will have at least a pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds in the cellar of that. I also usually have PS41 and Crooner, pounds of that in the cellar. Mostly because Smoke Swag keeps losing bets to me and has to send that to me as our payoffs. But I had pounds of that in my cellar, and then Smoke Swag lost. We'd been betting for a few years on the Raider Bronco games, and he just kept losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. And he wound up owing me a couple pounds of tobacco. And so he had to send a pound of Crooner and a pound of PS41 to me. So I have a lot of that in my cellar. I have a lot of Haunted Bookshop, and I don't really smoke Haunted Bookshop. And I need to start mixing Haunted Bookshop and Pirate Cake together and start making Haunted Pirate Ship. It's 50-50, because I loved that stuff. And I remember going and buying a bunch of haunted bookshop when Matches was talking about it, and I've probably got a pound of haunted bookshop or so, pound and a half maybe. And I got a bunch of that from Cliff Higgins. I had some, and I got a bunch from Cliff Higgins as well. So I have a bunch of that, and I need to mix up some haunted pirate ship, because that is a great blend. It's 50% haunted bookshop and 50% pirate cake. You mix that together and leave it for at least 30 days before you smoke it. Man, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix some of that up. I found my old postage scale yesterday out in a box in the garage, so I could start mixing stuff up again and do an actual, instead of guessing the ounces or whatever, I can actually do the actual weights. I'm gonna do that. Mix some haunted pirate ship. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video here. Not so quick, 16 minutes, 17 minutes before I'm done. Show you the WDC Wellington pipe. It was in that tub. And I'll be going through and showing you some more of those pipes as I pull them out and go through them and figure out what I have. But so far, these two, the Wellington and this Camoys Highgate, have been two really good ones that I found out of there. And the green Dr. Grabo. I'm kind of stoked to have some Dr. Grabos. I think people overlook those pipes, and I know I have, and I'm kind of stoked to have some of those and smoke them. And they were good enough for my grandpa, a lot of our grandpas. And I think I need to revisit those, because I find, like the Medicos and a lot of those older codger pipes, the ones we call the codger pipes, the yellow bowls. I love yellow bowls, so I'm looking forward to smoking the Grabos and see how they smoke, because I love the yellow bowl pipes and the Medicos. And it'll be fun to try those out. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.